All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, 180. Mike, 45. I got him. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, come on out here.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw on third down, Anthony. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will stop right around the 25. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Gun. Lots 50, let's go. Lots 59.
Out of the gun, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready. General West. 60 or. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on first down. Anthony. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Looking to throw. Anthony. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Newton on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check, 59. Great.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Newton's pass is on target to Moore, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Going on the ground with Madison. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Bravo!
2nd and 6. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back to throw, Anthony. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Anthony, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, D-back, let's go. 59, Mike. 59. Gun. 59.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10, Newton again. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That's it. Ready? First down. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 1st and 10 at the 27. 20. Check. 59.
On first down, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
59, Mike. Check. 59. We ain't giving them nothing today. Check 59.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton looking deep for Jennings. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, Anthony. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Anthony. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Hey, Mike 51. I'm going to come back to you. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's come.
Hey, Team 6.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anthony. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
December. Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton now to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
18, 61, match box, lights.
Here's Madison running on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it with Madison. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 51. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Anthony. And he comes back with one complete. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run with Madison. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. He can run for it, and he will. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Madison. And an alley to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Here's Madison. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Great. Hey.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. The open man is Smith. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mike is 59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
From the 50, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's Newton. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Operating from the gun, Anthony. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
What we got?
On third down, Anthony. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Watch the curve.
Now Newton on first down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Gun.
Mike the 59. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now it's Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On fourth down, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Set, 8, read. Let's go, D. Double time. Double time. Deep grip. Deep grip.
Now a give to Madison. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Go! 70, Indy. Hey, let's go. Come. All day, baby, all day. Shoot. Alert 3. Hey, lock it. Watch twist.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And an alley to run. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Atlanta, they finally get that elusive 2nd win as the record moves to 2-12. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.